Hello folks, I'm the Red. This is Minds Beneath Us, and last we left off, we found out why Lawrence wears a mask constantly. We also talked him down a little from his strong sense of his strong desire to get back at Vision for being a flop farm. We knocked on the door of Nin and 23 when they wouldn't answer Lawrence, and I went ahead and assumed that was a good thing, that they were, not really responding. And then after that, we had a surprisingly civil conversation with Jason Day while we were asleep. I was expecting that conversation to go maybe a little more roughly, but it didn't. We disagreed fundamentally, but, that's just a thing that happens sometimes. In any case, are you ready? I am. Let's go. Or is there something you want to say? Why ask? Because I fell asleep before you came back last night. Did I miss anything? Nothing. Let's go. Sure. What could she have missed there? It seemed like we have seen that there are unlockable dialogue options based on what we do. I feel like there maybe would have been one there. Everyone is here. Good. Eh? Not everyone. Where's 23? About that. She's occupied today. Al called her back. Emergency mission. What about our mission today? She left us all the hardware and software we need. The mission goes on as planned. Fran's looking at me, inquiring. What about dispatch and intel? 23 gave me access to all systems. That will not be a problem. Francis, I want you to take over 23's position. If everything goes as planned, you won't need to do a thing. Still, there should be someone managing comms, just in case. Leave it to me. Any objection, Lawrence? No, I'm all good, I think. Now, let's move on to today's mission. First, the objective. We must infiltrate the facility in the shortest time possible and find as much information as we can. For that, I will rely on you, Lawrence, and Jason. Data acquisition takes time. During the process, we may be detected or intercepted. Here's the breakdown of responsibilities. Lawrence and Jason, you two are in charge of data acquisition. Cover each other's back while you're at it. I will keep watch and handle any threat. If you attract too much attention, I'll be the decoy. With 23's decryption device like before? Yes. Now, the infiltration plan. Starting from the breakthrough point and route. Here is a floor plan of the facility, recovered by 23. The facility itself is situated beneath Silencio. The floor plan doesn't say much about what each zone is for, but the structure and security measures are clear enough. As to our target, yep, it has to be at the bottom. Should be the server room, by common sense. However, as we can see, it's located very deep down and heavily guarded. That makes it an impractical target. Instead, we will go for the next best thing. The main lab, which is a lot closer to the surface. Be aware that our purpose is to find out what this facility is for. In that sense, we don't have to get all the data. I believe the main lab should be everything we need. Now, pay close attention. I will go over the exact plan, step by step. As you can see, the main lab is very close to the main entrance of the facility, which is good news. My plan is to access it through the main entrance itself. By access, you mean Take down anyone in our way and break in. I'll take care of that. If we do it quick enough, it's still considered infiltration. I'll take down all guards and disable security cameras before they can sound the alarm. Next, you disable the alarm system, Lawrence, in case we miss anything. Roger that. Meanwhile, Jason, you will find a way to enter the lab. Can't I just kick the door down? Afraid not. Based on this floor plan, the lab's entrance is guarded by 2 gates. Doesn't say what kind of gates they are. Based on experience, though, the inner gate should be something of lightweight. People go in and out of the lab all the time, after all. Probably just glass panels, easy enough to deal with. But the outer gate should be much sturdier. Kicking it down is unlikely. However, there must be a lock of sorts on the outside. Maybe security pass or iris scanner. Finding the key to this lock is your job, Jason. Look for anything that resembles a security pass or pick up a researcher that I happen to knock out for biometric verification. Any questions? So far, so good. What if there's no visible lock? That could happen, yes. Just in case, I have a plan B. I'll bring along some C4 bricks. That should take care of most kinds of reinforced gates. However, using C4 is essentially announcing our arrival to everyone in the facility. Let's keep it as a last resort. Correct. If nothing goes wrong, the whole process should take about 10 minutes. What about the lab stuff? It can't be empty, right? We could use a researcher or two for quick answers. I see. Once inside the lab, you and Jason plug the decryption device in for data acquisition. That's basically the plan. Any questions? What kind of answers do we want from the lab staff? Since it's a research facility, the lab staff must know what's going on inside. While you acquire data from their computers, I will take a more direct approach. Interrogate their people. That way, we may have a grasp of the big picture before delving into the data pile. All clear. Good. In that case, how do we pull out? Escape route? Same way you get in. Speaking of, she hasn't mentioned how we're supposed to go to the facility. Lawrence, Jason, you two take the Vision shuttle to the facility. Isn't that like suicidal? The security system of Vision shuttles is weak. We can hijack one shuttle and modify its destination without triggering any alarm. 23 has identified the facility in Vision's shuttle station list. It's called Sleeping God. Sleeping God? Yes, the same name we saw in the flop core data. How will you enter the facility then? I have found a few infiltration paths, which unfortunately require very high mobility to utilize. I will get in through one of these paths and neutralize security personnel for you. As to the escape route, 23 has it sorted out. The hijacked shuttle will be there waiting for us. Jason and Lawrence, you two get out by shuttle as soon as we have the data. I will cover your back and make my own way out when it's time. This is the plan. In, out, not wasting a second. Yes, ma'am. This sleeping god, whatever it is means a lot to Vision. Today is the day we will end it once and for all. I've been waiting to hear that the whole time. We will end it once and for all. Lawrence, Jason, here is the decryption device. And Lawrence, I need you to pick up some supplies for me. Supplies? From Ivan Zhang. 23 is supposed to pick up today. I'll send over 2 sets of coordinates. One for pickup, one for delivery. You can leave that to me. Delivery. Lawrence must move it to a specific destination after picking up. It's a plasma cutter. I need that to break into the facility. Better deploy it close to the point of entry in advance. I'll leave the rest to you. What now? Is there any assignment for me and Jason? I will walk you through 23's remote support system later. Sure, no problem. As to Jason, there's something we must talk about regarding what's going to happen after today. I made this clear yesterday. You must join OWL a lot sooner than expected if you decide to do so. You're now beyond the point of no return, Jason. The same applies to you too, Francis. Your fate was sealed when Miss Ye sent you the hard drive. And I believe I am partially responsible. Well, responsible, more or less. Perhaps. Whatever happened next, Jason, you will be dragged into our world. There's no going back. Chameleon said something like that too. In this world, you can't trust anyone. This is the first lesson my mentor taught me. Stay alert, question everything, distrust everyone. Ever since that, I have never really trusted anyone. I had no ally, no friend. Frankly, I hate myself for heeding his teaching. The reality shows me that he's right, over and over again. I always wanted to turn the situation around, no matter what's the cost. This gun is from my old mentor. Taurus M85 fires old-style ammunition. You can call it an antique these days. 357? It used to be his sidearm. I know the Taurus is a real brand. I don't know the particular individual line of revolvers within that brand. I didn't know about its existence until one mission when we were trapped in a basement. Outnumbered, heavy blood loss, out of ammo, with only one door between us and them. He took out this gun. That was the first time I ever saw it. It was his secret weapon, his last resort. Then he handed it over to me, told me to cover him. For this moment, I trust you with my life, he said. Absolute trust. That's what this gun means to me. And that's why I'll pass it on to you sometime down the road. We just met not very long ago. We hardly know each other. What matters is that I trust you and hope you will trust me in return. I'd like you to take over this gun when the time comes. Doesn't mean any commitment. You're free to doubt me going forward. It's just that for that particular moment, we'd trust each other with our lives. She's looking at me expectantly. When will this particular moment come? When you must make the decision to join OWL. I'm bringing this up because that moment is very, very close, or so I believe. As to whether or not to take the gun, it's entirely up to you. Trust each other with our lives. I'll decide by then. Yeah, you do that. Fran's looking this way. Last of all, do you still have that stun grenade, Jason? I do. I forgot to take it back. Yeah, I do. Good. You keep it. It's extremely powerful, capable of disabling OWL-issued devices. I see. It's your final failsafe, capable of getting you out of basically any situation. Keep it safe. Okay, time for you to go. Lawrence has delivered the supplies. Meet him at the subway station. Francis will let you know when the right shuttle arrives. Get going unless you have questions. Jay, I guess this is how the world works. Fran. It just keeps moving, always forward, for good or bad. Life is kind of the same. Nothing lasts. There's no such thing as sweet, quiet life. No, there is such a thing, and we'll find it. I just want you to know that you don't have to stand up against everything. You don't need to. It's not the end of the world if we can't get our old life back. Everything moves on. The world, you, me, we all do. Changes are not necessarily bad. Promise me, don't try too hard to dwell on the past. Will you? You worried about me, Fran? I am. Whatever happens today, Jay, just do what you think is right. Believe what your heart tells you to. You can do this. I can take care of myself, Fran. Great. She's smiling. See you later, then. See you later. I'm gonna have to come back at some point and redo and like... Nin said if we had any questions, so I was going to peek, see if we can ask her questions, but the answer is, well, no. Maybe we should have checked our room one last time. Here. Looks like we're just... no conversations to listen to. Couldn't even slow us down if I wanted to. Hey, Jason. Hey. How do you feel? Nervous? Nervous? For what? I'm about to break into a heavily guarded secret facility, man. I owe you a thank you. Thanks to you, I found the answer that I spent so much time looking for. Don't thank me, you found the answer yourself. I wouldn't if not for what you said. Actually, I didn't sleep much last night. There was a lot to think about. But now, I have it all figured out. I mean, it's not like I'm suddenly not hating Vision or plot farming anymore. The point is, I'm now finally seeing the big picture. If I really want to do something for the world, a degree of detachment is necessary. Between helping specific people and helping people in general, I must think for the long term. In other words, think like Nin, right? Probably. Hey, what kind of response is that? I forgive you, though, because I'm feeling great right now, huh? You can tell that he's found his decision, his direction. That's great. Hello, Lawrence and Jason, do you copy? Copy. I'm passing a message for Nin. Stay put when you get off the shuttle. Wait for her signal. She's gonna neutralize security guards first. What kind of signal? She says you'll know it when you see it. Oh, your shuttle's arriving soon. Watch out for other passengers. Don't let anyone else aboard. Roger. I mean, why ask why? Obviously why. Comms will be cut off once the shuttle goes down deep enough. Before it emerges on the other hand, you'll be on your own. Don't worry, we can handle ourselves, Fran. Have no doubt about it. The shuttle is coming. Action time, guys. Showtime. This won't take long. Jason Day, as cool as ever, haha. I wonder how complex the decision tree in this game is, because she mentioned don't let anyone else on board, and I kind of assumed someone else would try to get on board. But I'm also wondering if maybe that's not just something that happens only if you have otherwise triggered them. We're in. In the movies, this is where you find an army of security guards, and Nin's already been here. Hopefully. And then they're gone. Huh. Let's keep going. Nin must be waiting ahead. Lawrence? Lawrence, wait up. Okay. Jason. Lawrence. Perfect timing. I just cleaned the place up. She wiped out all these people on her own. What's next? Listen carefully. A patrol team will show up in approximately 5 minutes. I must intercept him. Lawrence, break into the security room and disable the alarm system while I do that. Yes, ma'am. Jason, see the control panel there? Controls the gate to the main lab. As I said during the morning briefing, your job is to find some way to open that gate. Where should I start? Search these people or desks. Could be a form of ID card or biometric verification. Now hurry up. Get it done by the time I come back. Roger. Good. Enough talk. Move. We don't have much time. It's nothing. Hey, this looks like an ID card. Let's check it out. Evan Lee, mercenary. There's nothing. Log in. ID confirmed. Evan Lee, mercenary. Please select authorized command. Surveillance camera feeds. Processing. Warning, camera feed access failed. Possible cause, unknown surveillance system error. Feature temporarily disabled. Please contact service staff. Open research center gate. Research center gate under lockdown. Overwriting. Processing. I'm all done. How's the gate coming? Looks like it's taking its time. How much longer does it need? Authorization verified. Do you wish to open the gate? Please confirm. Hold on, Nin isn't back yet. Shall we I'm back now. Open it up. You two wait outside. Shall we... All clear. You can come in now. Let's go. There are 2 consoles there. Plug in the decryption device now. Hey, hold on. What the hell are you doing? Don't mess with it. You could be killed, and all you think of is work? No, of course not. Trust me, you can't afford to screw that thing up. Hold on, Jason and Lawrence. But what is this facility for? Answer me. Don't tell me you have no idea what you're breaking into. Ha! Really? You don't know what you're screwing with? Jason, Lawrence, you can go on. Wait! As you can see, it's a research facility. And the research is about flop generation with exponentially increased efficiency. Does your research involve torturing civilians abducted from the shithole? The shithole? Torture? The hell? No such thing, I promise. Why would we abduct anybody? But you did buy children from the shithole. That much is true, but we only extracted some of their chromosomes. Oh, they're making something like us, aren't they? It's a non-invasive procedure. It's certainly not torture. We need healthy samples. Torturing them defeats the purpose. We're civilized people. There's nothing wrong with collecting genetic information. It's just that using this information for commercial purpose isn't legal yet, or else we'd totally do it in the open. Wait, hold on. You're doing experimental things. It's pretty rare that experimental research is illegal because it's on the cutting edge, and for something to be illegal, someone has to have already thought to make it illegal. So this is not tracking. It's technically illegal, yes, but I swear we never hurt any child. I don't think he's lying. I do. Does that mean Chameleon is lying? Wait. Chameleon lied about what? This place is a trap? Your boss spent an incredible amount of resources to keep this facility a secret. Of course, it's top secret. It's the Red Room's most prominent project. If any word gets out, our competitors will pay billions to replicate or steal our work. I've been living in the lab for the better part of a year. So has the whole team. That's how serious we are. I know a lot of things we do are not exactly kosher, but the bottom line is nothing is done against anyone's will, and no one was hurt in the process. That much I swear. Then explain what you do in details. I already told you, we're working on next-gen technology of augmenting computers with the human brain. You don't look convinced. Considering the scale and security measure of this facility, and Hard Vision tries to keep it a secret, of course I'm not convinced. That's because you don't see the commercial potential of our work. Once done, Vision will kill the competition. The world is its oyster. Right? There's something you must have heard of. The board is considering repurposing some outdated farms into charity facilities. Offer shithole crawlers a place to stay and a job to do to ease the unemployment issue for the government. You know how they can afford to do that? Because of what we do in this lab. This is where the future of Vision begins. We're... Enough. I'm not here for a business pitch. What exactly is the technology you're working on? About that, answer me in details. I see. Let me show you. What the... are these dead bodies? What is this? Deceased prototypes of older iterations, demonstrating the progress of our research. Iterations of what? I told you. We're working on a new technology of flop generation with vastly improved efficiency. Instead of hiring juicers, we decide to grow our own brains in the lab. It's a lot cheaper. But soon we realized it's impossible to clone just a human brain. Then we tried to do it the other way around. Clone a whole human, then start to do subtraction. So you're just cloning people to permanently hook them up to flop farms. You're just cloning people just to kill them. Because, like, the flop farms, it was kind of like revealed that people are not really alive for that. They're not like dreaming. They're not like awake, they're not able to move around, they're just strapped in and their brain is being used. So you're just cloning and killing people. That's it. Subtraction. Cutting unnecessary parts off, you know? We only need the brain. Most other organs are just a waste of nutrition. This is where our lab excels, mind you. We're not your typical science nerds. I will point out, and this is not a slight on the game, this is just, I don't know what year this game came out, yes, necessarily, but we are, in real life, doing tech that puts this technology, this idea of just cloning people and then cutting off everything but the brain. We're doing things that put that to shame already, with generating brain cells that are interconnected and working, that are human brain cells that are just being used for experimentation. That, unlike this, where it's like, hey, we're having to probably grow you to some extent and then, you know, chop off your body, we're giving you a life and then taking it away. At least with that experiment that's happening in real life, you know, the person was never a person to begin with. They were just the brain cells, which its own ethical implications, don't get me wrong, but is at least less horrific than this, in my opinion. This is like, how do you think this is any more ethical than just taking children and, like, cutting out their brains to use? Just because they're clones? We care a lot about engineering and real-world application. Cost control is a big deal. We must simplify the design. One step at a time, we removed everything that is not necessary for flop generation. Eventually we got this, a stable, efficient, organic computing unit. Hold on, is he saying what I think he's saying? Fucking hell. You're breeding a slave race. Is that a human? No genitalia? Like, you're breeding a slave race. Cost reduction comes first. A computing unit must be easy to maintain. By removing all limbs and some internal organs, its nutrition needs is exponentially reduced. Oh. What the? Is that what we are? What have you? The advantage of using a laser is that it can cauterize the incision site, stopping bleeding and sterilizing the areas simultaneously. That's not an incision. What the fuck have you done? You killed him. No, it's not dead. Stop it. Now. Once started, the procedure can't be stopped. Then I have to disable the system. No, if the system stops, it dies. Trust me, please. Fuck. You're insane. Next step, stimulating the brain. Sufficient stimulation facilitates brain growth, creating much more neuron cells. After this step, the brain is 4 times as efficient as a healthy human's in terms of flop generation. Why, it hurts. Hold on. The first time the dialogue popped up, it was giving a designation. This time it's saying John Zhang. Is John Zhang the guy that... Not the guy we possessed at the start, but the other guy that was there with us? Is that him? Or did he just speak? These people are fucking sick. Just give it a stable supply of necessary nutrients. If nothing goes wrong, it easily lives for upwards of 200 years. There you go. That's pretty much it. You're demons. Is he still alive? Of course, and actually conscious too, or else it wouldn't be able to generate any flops. We don't want that, right? Oh, since it's grown in a lab with a massively sped up procedure, it doesn't have time to develop proper sentience. To get the brain working, we gave it a replicated awareness of a healthy human adult. Then you just gave it sentience. You're saying it doesn't, like, your argument is that it doesn't have sentience, but that you then instead gave it sentience. What does that mean? We selected ideal active juicers from Vision's farms and copied, let's say, the memories of them. Then we paste said memories along with egos into these computing units. Replicating memories, is that possible? Wait, that means this thing genuinely believes there's a contributor racked up in a flop farm? That makes it a real human! Inside this brain, it could be a contributor in Silencio's cellar. Allow me to correct you. First of all, this computing unit is not human. Nin! We must help him. This is a computing unit, not a man. It's an artificial creation based on human DNA and cutting-edge science. You can't turn it back into a human because it's never a human to begin with. We can put it out of its misery. Is there really no other way? There could be other ways to help him. Don't be naive. What we can do is end its suffering. Jason, Lawrence, get ready. It's pointless. What? You should see this. Marvelous, isn't it? Our work will usher in a new era of civilization. This will power the entire world. There are too many of them. Don't tell me these are all... So, this is what Vision has been hiding all along. This is insane. This is not just a research lab. Our operation has been going on for a long time. The lab is only a small part of it. We do commercial flop generation on an enormous scale. Do you know what that insinuates? You can destroy this particular computing unit, or take it out of the lab and give it a sort of life if you want. It's all pointless. Can you imagine the political implication of our work? We created a non-human class to exploit, out of thin air. Lots of people are biased against the flop farming industry because they believe it's inhumane, profiting by exploiting the bottom class. This is a big step for humanity. Do you really think you can keep these things secret forever? Of course not. We're not stupid. This project will be announced when it's time. When it's time, do you really believe the world will ever accept it? Why wouldn't they? Ah, I see. You are the naive one here. What do you mean? What are these? Just machines, albeit made of flesh, tucked away in an underground lab. Why would anyone advocate for them, or even care about them? To the vast majority, they only exist in news stories. You do get what I said, right? People don't care as much about things that they don't see. Maybe they don't want to care. That makes life so much easier. Sweep problems on the carpet and call it a day. Just pretend it doesn't exist, huh? Not really. They put it in the back burner and forget about it. Can't blame them. Nin. That crosses the final line. These people did these horrible experiments and don't feel a shred of guilt. They have no sense of morality at all. You two, plus plug in the description device, then come over here. Change of plan. I'm blowing this place up. What? This facility is buried deep enough. There won't be much collateral damage, even if it caves in. Wait. I must free these manufactured humans from their suffering. By law, by common sense, by the minimum decency of humanity, this place must not exist. Even with Vision's resources, they can't hide it from the world. Now we know for sure that Chameleon was lying. There is no abducted test subjects. But I have no problem killing every living thing in this facility. No need for negotiation anymore. All Vision needs is a lethal strike. You can't just blow it up. You'll die with them. I'm unkillable. You're extremely ruthless without 23, Nin. Think. Why did Chameleon lie? Obviously he wants you to be here and see this. Then it has to be a trap. I agree, but I'm confident enough to beat his trap, whatever it is. I have made up my mind. What should we do then? You two, see to the decryption device. We still need all the data we get for the final reckoning. Then I will start the destruction procedure. This place has multiple warehouses for the storage of combustible substances. I will deploy explosives in those warehouses, as well as several structurally critical spots. Once the alarm system comes back online, I will make some noise to keep them occupied. During this time, you will have two options. 1. Pull out his plan via the shuttle. 2. Go after Shane Yan while the rest of the mercenaries are busy chasing me. Is Yan here? You said you saw the record of Yan entering the premise in the security office, Lawrence. Yes, but Yan and executives of Vision will know about our intrusion soon enough. Then they will flee the country right away. Yan must be already on his way out. You will have one last opportunity to catch him. I should go now. Here, take this. It's a remote detonator. If you decide to stay, you may need this. What do we need it for? For leverage in negotiation, if you get caught. Let's go, or else we kill everyone. Let us go, or else we kill everyone. Exactly. And in case you're not able to detonate the charges, we can do it for you. We're running out of time. Think about it while the device works on the data. See you later. These are the longest minutes of my life. To make things worse, Yan is getting away. Fuck. Jason. Yes? About what Nin just said. I can't tell what's going on in Lawrence's head, but I want to stay and get Yan before he escapes. I want to get Yan too, and if Jason is in agreement... Yeah. Can't let him get away. Now, if we're really going after Jan, I'll go after him first, Jason. You stay here until the decryption device is ready. Don't forget to take mine, too. Aren't we going together? We just know Jan is here, not his exact location. There's a security office nearby. I'm gonna locate him through the surveillance network. That will take some time. Just catch up with me when the data copy is ready. We haven't triggered any alarm. Chances are Jan doesn't know what's going on yet. Come over when you're done here. There's only one way into the security office. You can't miss it. See you around. Is it really safe to form two teams? I guess it won't be so bad if we join forces soon enough. Anyways, time to check on how the decryption device is doing. I think we're gonna push straight on till the end of the game. This looks good. System error. Data copy complete. Access control error. Head researcher logged in. Initiate session. Please select document category. Meeting minutes? Select document. Replication of mind. As of now, all attempts of embedding replicated minds into computing units has failed. None of them could last over 10 hours. This is most likely the result of pain and terror, which renders the replicated mind unstable. The current makeshift solution is to repeatedly overwrite the mind. Next, the selection of appropriate minds. As we have found out, the diversity of minds contributes to the efficiency of flop generation. For this reason, we must avoid replicating the same mind. Select subjects who have not been replicated before, if possible. End of message. Select document. Expand in lossless genetic pool. We have only two simple requirements for the hardware of computing units. 1. A pristine brain. 2. A body that supports longer life expectancy. Hence, we need a rich genetic pool to engineer the ideal hardware for our needs. Moreover, all samples in the genetic pool must be lossless, without being excessively cloned, replicated. We advise prioritizing younger children, ideally below 5 years of age. End of message. Disposing of flop farms. As the Red Room, we maintain our stance on this subject. All outdated flop farms must go. Project Sleeping God, as of now, needs flop farms as the source of replicated minds. But that demand is well served by newer farms. Outdated farms such as Silencio do not offer real value. Their juicers tend to be of dubious quality, too. As such, we call for the accelerated retirement of redundant farms. End of message. Select document. Select document category. Personal messages. Select document. Encrypted message. Please enter access code. What's the access code? What's the access code? TQ86? Access code error. You have 2 more tries. Select document. Please select document category. Can we... Personal message. Slow upload. Mr. Fu, we have noticed that the upload of research data is abnormally slow for the past few weeks. Upon preliminary examination, the network itself seems to be alright. The most possible cause is that research data is being uploaded to multiple destinations at the same time. please check your team for unauthorized use of network, such as keeping unregistered copies or communicating with external sites. We're almost there. Good news, Ray. I just heard the legislation is about to be passed. If so, they will finally ease the on-premise security clearance. Maybe you'll be allowed to go home soon. End of message. Public announcement. Select document. Espionage alert. As you must have known, there was a leak of confidential information a few months ago involving Project Sleeping God. We were just informed that one of our competitors is actively working to steal our proprietary technology. Please diligently adhere to all security measures and report any suspicious personnel. Be assured that there will be appropriate rewards for those who identify and report acts of espionage. End of message. Security shift change. Hi, this is Seth Lowe, Deputy Security Director. Be advised the security force of the front entrance will be decreased for today. Deceased too, but they don't know though. There is nothing to worry about. Just work as usual with peace of mind. End of message. Change of plans. Hello all, this is Shane Yan, CEO of Vision Flop Farming. Project Sleeping God is making extraordinary breakthrough. Technology is now generations ahead of our competitors. Thank you everyone for your hard work. However, after careful weighing the situation, we believe research and innovation is no longer our top priority. As I said, this is because we are now way too far ahead in the game. Going forward, research labs will see some downscaling of budgets. Please understand this does not mean that Project Sleeping God is over. We're just temporarily slowing down the pace. Keep up the good work. End of message. Where... Chio... Okay. Those meeting minutes are the only things. So, TO2B, RO... You know what? You know what? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna tab out for a split second. I'm not gonna leave this to chance. I'm not gonna leave this to memorizing things at the moment. I'm gonna create a new document. P-O-2-B R-O-8-A S-O-1-A. Don't unplug yet. Encrypted message. It has to be T because there's R or S is our other beginnings. T. But that's not right. T. Oh. Q. Two. There's no 8. 9. Exit code error. You have one more try. I don't know what the access code is. It's not here. Well, we're not getting it. I will come back. I will have to play this game again. It may be a few days before I come back around to it, but I'm going to get that. Just not this time. It's done. Don't forget Lawrence's copy. Wait, hold on. We can still exit. We can still... God. Pretty much done. Now I just need to... You bloody thieves. It's our hard work. You, your boss, my boss. None of you have the vision. What the hell are you talking about? He's raving. Sleeping God. It's the future. Passed out again. Don't have time to waste on this guy. Wait. Stop. Is she lab staff? Who are you? You want to destroy this lab? You have a problem? Please, don't. You just saw our work for the first time. Shock and repulse. It's all normal. It was like that when I first came here. Give it more time. You will get used to it. She's passed out. And give it centuries and it's still wrong. No, I'm... Behind this door is the hard work of many, many brilliant minds. So be it. Do what you want. You cannot stop us. History is on our side. You will know. Passed out. Don't see Lawrence. Located Sean Yan yet? Hey, Jason. How's the data going? Give me my copy. I've located Yan. Let's keep going. According to this floor plan, up ahead is... What's up? Nothing. Just keep going forward and we will see. Let's move. We're running out of time. Wait. What's that sound? What the hell is this? The scale of this facility is way beyond my expectation. What does Vision need it for? Jason! So, you boys are here too. What the? Chameleon! Don't tell me this is... Yeah, it's him. Cam Leon by. My boss is serious about it. Now, seeing the thing with my own eyes, I can tell they're playing with fire. Only Vision is capable of this crazy shit for sure. Since I've taken their money, I've got to do their work as best I can. Yeah. Say, you boys know what this place is. Don't even try to buy yourself time. They explained to me, but I didn't quite get it. Now I'm getting the idea. They believe it's the ultimate answer to every problem. Fooling around, talking about finding the answer without even knowing what the question is. So jumpy, I guess it's part of human nature. What the hell are you mumbling about? We know Shane Yan is here. You won't slow us down. She shouldn't have brought you two here. It's a shame. Especially you, Jason Day. Somehow, you always end up in my way. Well, boys, what can I say? Blame your death on situ and shit luck. Adios. Hey, yeah, I was kind enough expecting you. Somehow you always manage to pop up when I absolutely don't want you to. Do me a favor and die already, Situ. Shut up. Lawrence and Jason, glad that you have decided to stay. Thank you. Because it's the right thing to do. What do you say, Jason? Totally. Thank you. This saves me a ton of trouble, crushing 3 bugs with 1 shoe. Nice. If you say so. I do say so. Ever wondered why your little infiltration trick works so smoothly? This is a top secret lab after all. Because I practically invited you. You've got to see what they're doing. Hideous business, isn't it? I bet you hate it with a passion. It's kind of like how you went to save those brats. I just need to point a direction and you dive right in, suicidal and homicidal at the same time. You're predictable like that, Situ. You're awfully chatty. Can't help it. I'm savoring this moment before your death. Lawrence, Jason, get the hell out of here once you have a chance. But, say, you knew this is a trap, didn't you, Situ? You know it's a trap and you still step right into it. Come on, show some respect. Hesitate for a minute or two at least. I worked pretty hard setting these traps. I know you don't mean it, still, I do. Pardon? I do mean it. These pathetic traps of yours, these pathetic traps out of your pathetic mind don't scare me at all. Coward. It's trash talk time now, huh? You know I mean it. I know you're angry, simmering, boiling, fuming in anger and trying to hide it. It's not working, I tell you. Those researchers told you something, eh? I've talked to them. Good people. Hard-working, salt of the earth. Tell me, how do you feel now? The thing you tried so hard to uphold for so long turns out to be an ugly pile of shit. I can relate, Situ. Give up already. It's a dead end. It's not. Figured you'd say so. Damn it. This is why I hate you so much. Now you die. You know why I let you find me here? All 3 of you in the same place? Because this is the only place in the whole facility with no shelter, no place to hide. Perfect place for execution. Won't you say so? Damn it. Jason, are you alright? I'm okay. Gate is locked. We must help Nin. She can't handle the situation all by herself. It's like 1 against too many. Help me pry this gate open, Jason. It's panicking. I must calm him down. Calm down. We can't really do anything. But Situ is counting on us to catch Xian. Don't fail her. I see. You're right, Jason. I'm sorry. We have a job to do. The fuck? Nin detonated some explosives. How did you know? Well, this whole place would be coming down on us if she detonated them all. She must be trying to distract Chameleon and his gang. Must go on. Now Jan definitely knows this shit has hit the fan. He's gonna run for it. Considering where he was, he'll take the escape elevator, which is at the end of this corridor. Move. We've got to hurry up. There could be mercenaries after us. These parts do not have lab equipment. They are authorized to open fire. Huh? Who the hell are you? Run! I mashed through their text. Lawrence, shit, the gate's not budging. I gotta go after Jan on my own then. Get moving. You again. I know this guy. Look at you, Day. Up to your neck in shit and still expecting everything will be okay at the end of it. How stupid can you be? Good. Total focus. Hey, I can keep up with him now. I'm getting better at this. What did you do? What do you care? You're a dead man anyway. Come on, let's end this. Fucking piece of shit. His exoskeleton suit is busted. Now he can't even move. I knew you were one of those engineered folks. Wasn't expecting you to be so tough, though. You're this kind of... Or you're kind of all like Situ, sort of... How should I put it? I don't have time to waste on him. Gotta catch Jan before he gets away. You're not killing me? Come on. Strike and move. Jason, we don't have time for this. Jason, how'd you survive? Lawrence? Who's this guy? He's one of Chameleon's men. I can tell. Fought him before. He was impossibly strong. You killed him? Well, I had to. I see. Right, we must catch the elevator and go after Jan. Found a security pass on one of them mercenary fuckers chasing me. Security pass, huh? How did you get rid of them? That's a story for later. Let's get going. Lawrence. Hope we're not too late. Do we know which floor we're going to? Doesn't matter. There's only one stop. The floor plan says this elevator goes all the way up to Silencio's rooftop. Rooftop? He must have built this elevator specifically for Jan. He uses the rooftop helipad all the time, doesn't he? Come to think of it, this underground facility must be the reason why he visits Silencio so often. Huh. Say, it's a miracle that Lawrence made it out of the ambush alive. How did you get out of the ambush? The power was out for a little while when the gate closed, remember? Right, all lights went out. Hid in a room nearby during the blackout, stayed out of their sight. I took them out one or two at a time from the shadows. Before they knew what's going on, I found a security pass on one of them. Opened up a gate. Good for me, I spent a lot of time studying the floor plan. Looks like Nin is out of their ambush too. She's unkillable. Yeah, the indicator on the detonator lighting up, meaning she's deploying new explosives. Now we have about 10 sites ready to blow. She must be running out of C4. If we press the button now, the whole facility blows up. We should wait for Situ to do the honors. Or we do it in her stead if she can't make it out alive. Right. Don't tell me you got shot. No, I'm fine. The stab wound I got the other day just broke open. Not a big deal. Can you move? Not a problem. Just need a breather. Let me sit down for a while. What the? My awareness is failing. What? Hello again. Looks like I did it. You dragged me in? Yes. Listen. This place is changing, as you can tell. The Spectre. The thing that you told me about. The one that killed everyone and set you free. The one that somehow crippled Situ's severance device. This is it? Not really sure. This stuff is eating into my awareness. I think I'm losing it. What do you mean? It's hard to explain. Listen up. Whatever happened next, chances are I won't be with you anymore. I'm evaporating. You're dying. No, not dying. I'll be gone for a while, not for good. Somehow this stuff isn't affecting you. Are you sure it's not affecting me? You tell me. By the look of it, I say you're not feeling a thing. You're running out of time. There's something I've got to say. You have the stun grenade on you, right? Use it the moment things start to turn sour. Everything fails. Remember, we have Ivan Zhang and the Moonflowers to fall back on. Why are we talking about this now? You will confront Shane Yan once the elevator stops. That would be the end of everything. So, you'll have to deal with him without me. I, on the other hand, will be gone for an indefinite amount of time. Or maybe I'll just be gone for good. Remember what we talked about yesterday? About my choices? I knew Situ told you about her mentor. About his gun, trust, blah blah. None of that changes my mind. The overall situation remains unchanged. Still believe we should join Al and sever ties with Situ. But then I saw those things in the facility. Every time I think this world is thoroughly fucked up, somehow it manages to show me that things can be fucked-er-upper. Situ is right. These people have crossed the ultimate line. You're right, too. I'm naive. I had no idea how rotten this world could get. If joining Al means we must defend them. I don't know anymore. I'm so lost. Overwhelmed. Worse still, look at me. I'm evaporating. Guess I'll have to leave the rest of it to you. Whatever happens, steer my life for me. Your life is in good hands. Just come back as soon as you can. Thank you. I wish we got to know each other under better circumstances. Beggars can't be chooser. Right now I'm just glad that we got to know each other at all. I got you, brother. I trust you with my life. See you later, my friend. Jason, are you alright? Did I pass out or what? You're kind of zoning out for a second. Were you hurt too? How bad is it? No, and I'm in better shape than you, even if I were hurt. Man, that is unnecessary. Yeah, it's not over yet. We've got to hang on. Lawrence, why didn't you pick up one of their guns when you were taking them out? The elevator's arriving. You ready to do this? Yeah. Good. Let's do this. It's getting away. Shane Yan, you're Jason Day. Jason Day. A small world, huh? Stay there. Freeze. Fucking great. The legendary chameleon can't even stop a pair of clowns. Send the helicopter away, or I'll shoot. You. Send the helicopter away, now. What now? What do you people want? Law enforcement will be here soon. You can't get away. Law enforcement? What the hell? Who are you guys working for? Just know that you're done for. We will tell the world what you're doing in this lab. I see. I've got it wrong the whole time. Up to this moment, I've been wondering why you're attacking my farm and lab. Now I know. There's no reason. You're just a bunch of idiots playing your hero game. Watch your mouth. What for? I was cautious because I thought you were working for someone. Better stay put till I figure out who it is. Turns out, there's nobody. Then you're nothing. Enough! Shut the hell up! Don't forget who has the gun. Please. You'd have shot me long ago if you could. Shit keeps piling up. First that bitch Yuan Su and her little scheme. I have a question. Why don't we just limb this guy? I mean, he thought it was good enough to do to other people. Then you clowns. Shut your mouth before I shut it for you. How? Shoot me in the face? I dare you. Ask your little pal there. He's all bravado, talking about law enforcement and whatnot. Come on, shoot me in the head and see how much information goes with me. How much evidence I will take with me to the grave, eh? Brag as much as you want. Your precious lab will be blown to smithereens in minutes. What? What have you done? We deployed enough explosives to get the job done. Now all it takes is the press of one button. Are you nuts? Who do you think you are? Vigilante? Superhero? You stole corporate secrets, damaged substantial assets, disrupted our business, and killed lawful employees. Which of these crimes would you call legal? The laws don't make morality. The laws are what people use to justify their crimes against morality. Breaking laws doesn't necessarily mean we're the bad guys. I'm glad we have an agreement. But who decides who are the bad guys? You? What do you think we need laws for? You're a bunch of lawless scoundrels dreaming of making the world a better place. If you really do want to, go find a proper job. Contribute to society with honest work. Contribute by working for your evil empire? Doing the world a huge favor by getting rid of Vision. Getting rid of Vision. You have any idea what happens if Vision is really gone? Everyone relies on our services, be it individuals, corporations, or governments. Our flop farms and AA algorithms keep the country running in good order. Suffice to say, Vision is the foundation of our civilization. Can you say no to any of that? Such arrogance. One corporation can't be the foundation of a whole civilization. It's a fact. And it's not arrogance. I'm saying we lead the civilization. I'm not saying we lead the civilization. We just provide the bedrock for it to stand on. We live in a democratic society where the people choose what they want. Our corporation, our operation, is backed by the consent of the majority. Think about what we stand for. Denouncing Vision essentially means denouncing our democracy, spitting in the eye of the people. You were never elected by a democracy, you were elected by a select board. What makes you think you're better than the majority? Goodwill? Higher moral ground? Come on, see the world as it is. Pretty much everyone agrees that our society has a ton of problems. Do they do anything to fix it? No, I'm just a nobody, they say. Can't do anything about it. When it comes to taking credits, suddenly everyone is the big hero. Hilarious. You know how much Vision has donated to charity this year alone? How many people we have helped? You know, most likely it's actually zero, because the vast majority of corporate donations are not coming from the corporations. The vast majority of corporate donations are money that corporations get people to donate to them so that they can donate in return, purely so that they can get a tax write-off. You know that? It's, most corporate, like, donation schemes are literally just that. They're money laundering. They're a way for the corporations to get more money without having to actually spend any themselves. Donations earns us tax breaks, alright. Still, count the number of actual people that we help. The money's not coming from you, it's other people that's doing the helping. Then ask yourself, how many have you helped? None, zero. You were busy helping yourself, bargaining for a promotion or a raise. Now you stand here accusing us of this and that. Why? Because your personal interest was touched. That's why. How much more do you want us to do, huh? We're not obliged to save the world. All this talk about corporate social responsibility, about giving back to society. We did all that and more, yet you're still unhappy. What exactly do you want from us? Vision must pay every single one of you lazy asses, huh? Is that it? Are you insane or are we stupid? We're fighting for survival too. The corporate world is a shark tank with all these competitors waiting to swallow us whole. Sandwiched between competitors and policymakers, we're literally between a rock and a hard place. Who's gonna help us, huh? Yeah, who's gonna help you buy your third yacht? What you're doing today is fabricating allegations to blackmail me for more benefits. You don't know how the world works and don't want to find out. It would be so convenient if we're the bad guys and you're the good guys. Vision happens to fit the bill when you need an evil dragon. By slaying it, you complete your heroic deeds. Deep down inside, you know it's not that simple. You know your heroic deeds had far-reaching consequences. Our donations and technologies keep the world running. Without us, it's the end of the world. Ignorant hypocrites. The world is going to shit exactly because. Save it, boy. I don't need more than 3 brain cells to tell that you're blaming everything on us. Well, keep telling yourself that. It's a free world. You know what I think? I think you're a bunch of losers, cryberries, forcing the winner to rig the game so that you don't look as bad. Pathetic. Awfully long speech for an excuse. Aren't you a crybaby too? What? You don't have an excuse to profit from the inhumane treatment of fellow humans. Dumping shit on everyone doesn't make yourself any cleaner. Vision has taken up the mantle of power, and with power comes responsibility. It's part of the deal. You. Enough. Listen to yourself. You're pathetic. I'm the... You. Finally. You're way too slow. I apologize, Mr. Yan. Please leave the rest to us. Leave it to you. It's my... Leave the rest to us. Good day, you all. Your grandmother. It must be Grandma, I reckon. They do call me that. I'm the director of OWL. Grandma. Looks like Nin and 23 must have done the introduction for me. They said a lot of nice things about you. Oh, save the flattery. Do not move, I advise you. All agents here are authorized to kill on sight. What's going on now? Now that you're here, Grandma, you must know what Vision is doing. Why aren't you arresting Shane Yan? Even if you work for them, there must be a bottom line somewhere. Indeed. This bottom line is called the law. The research facility you just sabotaged is a lawful operation. They literally said it's not. Lawful? No way. Its operation was legalized just before lunchtime today. Doesn't make a difference, they still broke the law. That means it's illegal for the bulk of its existence. I don't feel like explaining. You may do the honors, Nin. Nin. Lawrence, Jason. What's going on? Why are they... Calm down and listen. What I'm about to say is just as new and shocking to me. Vision's proprietary technology of organics computing based on engineered imitoids is now legal by way of protective legislation. Those test subjects we saw in the lab, those are imitation humanoids, or imitoids, now legally defined as non-human organic products. The formal announcement is a few months away, but all law enforcement organizations have already been informed, AL included. So they are here too, to protect lawful business from being sabotaged or terrorized. Lawful was doing human experiments before this new legislation. Our legal system does not apply punishments retroactively. So you mean if you kill someone and they don't catch you immediately, you're just allowed to do that? Because, I mean, that would be retroactive punishment, wouldn't it? If we are aware of an illegal activity only if it's legalized and considered legal all along. The fuck? You're letting Yon and Vision go just like that. I guess she is explaining a different structure than what I'm talking about. Still, honestly, I don't really care. Go downstairs. Look at what these 6 fucks have done. How the hell could they possibly get the green light? The protective legislation procedure requires stringent confidentiality. Your question will not be answered. Damn. Nin, aren't you saying something? Indeed. Say something, Nin. Lawrence and Jason, hand over the decryption device. Not you too, Nin. They are not very cooperative. Please. What you have done in this facility is now recognized as a terrorist attack. Terrorists, we're the good. The use of lethal force is authorized in the process of stopping a terrorist attack. Attempting to take Vision's confidential data off the premises constitutes espionage, another death sentence. Do I have all your copies? I will not ask twice. It's the only copy, I promise. Yeah. Good. Perform full body scan on them. Look for storage devices. My part is done. Now it's your show, Nin. Listen up, Lawrence and Jason. Grandma will escort you both to Al's HQ, where you stay until this case is officially closed. This is necessary in case you keep on harassing Vision. What? They can't. They can't, but Grandma wants to anyway. And I am not in a position to say no. Be advised that such detentions tend to be very lengthy, sometimes indefinitely. So what? I'm screwed? I have negotiated with Grandma. You are given one option. Join Al. Once initiated, there will be a training period, which may take a year or two. During this time, you will be under constant surveillance. So will be all your family, friends, and anyone who walks too close to you. I know this is far from ideal, but it's the best I could do. Sorry. I can't believe it. Lawrence, Al is... Al! I can't believe you! You're okay with these 6 fucks experiments? Just like that? Didn't you say they're going too far? Now you're suddenly okay with it because it's legalized? It's not that simple. There's a hard reality I must deal with. If we blow up or even temporarily disable this facility, the whole country will plummet into chaos. What do you mean? This facility has been providing the whole country with a gigantic amount of flops, distributed through Vision's farms. The scale is far, far greater than we expected. In case you didn't hear me clearly, these flops are distributed through all Vision farms. This place alone supplies approximately 60% of all flops consumed nationwide. 60%? Impossible. The world would have known about it a long time ago. The government worked very hard to keep it a secret. Project Sleeping God was created jointly by the government and Vision Corporation. Listen carefully. I wouldn't care if disabling this facility only caused some business service outage. Its primary client is the national government itself, which channels flops into power grid, traffic regulation, and medical service systems. Now you know what I'm talking about. Are you sure? It could be bullshitting. They don't need to. Even if I insist, I can't stand against the entire owl. Shit. I don't know anymore. What have we been fighting for? Lawrence. Let me finish, please. Okay. You and Jason made me realize how I've been driven by blind rage. If I pursue revenge regardless of the cost, even sacrificing others, that would make me the opposite of justice. You don't have to choose justice over your own feelings. I know, but I want to. I know there are consequences to consider, trade-offs to make. Sometimes, to move forward, I must back up a few steps first. The question is, where's the bottom line? If I must keep backing up indefinitely, how am I supposed to go forward? Not indefinitely. Every now and then we must concede with reality, but not always. I know how you feel. Sometimes it does look like the world is on a downward spiral, no matter what we do. It feels devastating, as if nothing we do has any meaning. But believe me, it's not true. Our job is not to save the world, Lawrence. The world will eventually tear itself apart. Our job is just to postpone that day, by constantly removing rotten parts of society with precision. The objective is to just buy the world more time. That's it. In this process, actual changes could happen, induced by people who are not us. Starting from one spark, growing into a wildfire, fixing the downward spiral of self-destruction. Before that happens, we just keep on fighting. A lot of times we fail, but that doesn't mean our work is meaningless. Join Al, Lawrence. Join me. Together, we will buy the world more time. Isn't Al one of the rotten parts? Doesn't have to be. Can I just leave the decision to you, Nin? No. This time, the choice and responsibility are entirely yours. I've made up my mind then. I'll join Al. Good. That settles that. Take the boy home. Nin, go with them. You will be fine. Hey, Jason. See you later. See you later. The boy has all your problems, but none of your assets. He will break before the end of the first year. You don't know him. But I know you. Next, you there. Before the conversation starts, Jason, is there anything you want to talk about? What do I possibly have to say? I was expecting complaints about Al, the situation, and about me. Yeah, you pushed me into this corner. Yes. And for that, I'm sorry. As if being sorry solves any problem. You are right. I'm seeking solutions right now. This is reality. It's a dead end. I'm trying to choose the least of all evils. You keep saying that you can't do anything, but there is an option. What would that be? Confront everything and everyone? Attack them in a suicidal charge? Take as many of them as possible with me? What does that change? At least you'd make your stand. No. Doing that would be discarding everything I've been fighting for. I don't need to make a stand with my death. I can do more for the world by staying alive. Can you? Because I made that argument. I made that exact argument with regards to the children. If you die to save the children, you're ultimately trading a significantly more important asset for the lives of children. More important. You're trading a significant asset for the lives of children. But here, that's not the case. These are not just children that you're saving, which is a horrific thing to say because, you don't want children to die. None of us want children to die, right? Well, I would, say maybe Sean Yan is fine with it. Grandma, too. So long as it's legal, she'd be fine with any amount of child death. But us in situ, we both actively don't want children to die. That is an active decision. We also want to destroy evil organizations. So, what do we do here? Because this is not trading your life for some children. This is dying to destroy something that is creating a slave race of subhumans, of conscious thinking, feeling, alive subhumans. Subhuman only in name because, your brain's being overstimulated. You're being tortured. They're being tortured. They're as alive as anyone else. They have memories. They have personalities. They have egos. They are not just brain cells that have experienced nothing else. They are people. They've been made into people specifically. So it's not even just saving them or ending their suffering, whatever the case may be. This would be a strike against the organization which is protecting the people who both created and are going to continue to manufacture this slave race. I don't expect you to see the world my way. We have differences, and I respect that. Jason, about joining Al. I know this happened much sooner than we anticipated, but this situation is essentially the same. Being what you are, you don't have a choice. I'm well aware. I know this can't look any worse. A life that you don't want is being forced upon you. But please, see it as an opportunity. You know this world is the oyster of a selected few with power and privilege. That is how they took away the old way of life from you and Francis. Now you have a chance to change that. The world never changes unless someone takes initiative and induces change. A lot of people choose to do nothing, just waiting to be swept away. Now you have an opportunity to flip the table and take initiative. By joining Al, you will have access to top secrets and make powerful friends. That makes you an influencer. You have control over your own fate. Moreover, you will influence the life of others to shape the world towards you and Francis's dream. Look at yourself now. Where's this power when you need it? Al is a path, not the answer. Very convenient path for most purposes. What am I then? One of the road pavers? On a personal level, being an Al agent means a lot. It opens gates to places that you can never dream of. You'll be able to tackle problems proactively instead of dealing with the aftermath. But there are restrictions, no? Sure there are. Everything has a price. Is the price worth it? That is up to you. Imagine if you're a civilian, a nobody. If you happen to be in the way of some greater power, then you're as good as dead. No fighting chance. By accepting the restriction of Al, everyone will think twice before touching you. Jason, I hate to force this onto you. You know as much as I do that you have no other option. All I'm saying is that you may want to look at the bright side of life. Make the most out of what you have. If you have any question, I'll try my best to provide answers. It's the only thing I can do. You just let these crazy scientists keep doing their thing? Yes, for the interests of the people. Being a member of Al, you'd even have to protect them. We do. That's it? You just accept it as a normal part of life? Not a normal part of life, but we have to accept it. These corporations have no moral standard to speak of, but their products and services keep daily life running. By bringing any of them down, you destroy a pillar of this country. If we leave them be, they keep exploiting everyone. I can't argue with that, but I'm not saying we must absolutely leave them alone. Sometimes we must teach them a lesson, but not now. There's too much at stake. For your question, the answer is always there. You just refuse to see it. Whatever we think or believe doesn't matter. In this particular case, we simply can't do anything about it. Ask me something else. One way or the other, Shane Yan will get away with it, yes? Correct. For now. Can't hold him responsible for the murder attempt on Fran? I'm afraid so. You will let him go? Jason, it's your life you're feeling. I don't have a say in it. And I don't think anyone is entitled to tell you to accept it as is. But reality is reality. Jan has an airtight legal team. We can't touch him. What if this lab is blown up? In that case, Vision will hold Jan responsible. There will be dire consequences. But on the other hand, it will ruin the life of millions. And if it's you who blows it up, you will be executed as a terrorist. Of course, you won't be able to do it. This is all hypothetical. Given the circumstances, what I'm about to say must not be very convincing. But I want you to think in the long term. As long as we keep up the fight, the bad guys will pay for what they did. Watch it, Situ. I mean it. You have any more questions? No more. Okay, we saw that autosave. No, I'm kidding. I mean, I think I'm hitting the detonator here when the option comes up. I will not tell lies just to make you feel more comfortable. Corporations like Vision are trampling on legal boundaries and moral standards. Despite their inhumane doing, there is no evil intent behind it. It's just that they do not see the consequence of their activities and do not have to pay for any of it. Honestly, this is very much a thing where you can argue they don't have evil intent all you want. But you could argue the same for a serial killer who's chopping up bodies and cannibalizing them. He completely lacks empathy. It's not that he's doing it for any particular evil reason, right? He's just doing it because it's the thing his brain tells him to. No amount of... Well, they're not doing it for evil reasons justifies anything. The reason why I said before, I hate the phrase, the lesser of two evils. I really do. Because it's always used to justify evil. As to Al is facilitating them. The reality has been apparent ever since the first day I joined. Grandma knew what Vision was doing all along. She knows about my investigation, too. However, she didn't mention any of it, watching me go after Vision until today. This is exactly what she intended. The purpose is to rile me up and wear me down, till I have to admit defeat. There's a challenge to find out what it takes to break me, whether I have the guts to go rogue. Am I wrong, Grandma? You're as smart as ever. She wants to find out if I value the greater good over my own goals. Right now, I can choose to blow this lab up and duke it out with Al. That would achieve my own objective, which is to make our hard work count and make Vision pay for what they did. On the other hand, I can choose to tolerate Vision for the sake of millions of people. You know what my choice is, Jason. I always know what I want, what my priority is. And the purpose of adversity tests is to force us to confront and forfeit our own values. In my case, constantly confronting myself is the very core of my values. I'm not giving in or giving up. My choice today is what I'd always choose, with or without the adversity test. I see in absolute clarity that this world is a filthy place. My death will not cleanse it. On the contrary, by making necessary trade-offs, I get to live and do more good. In other words, actively choosing to lose a battle so that to not lose the war. The war is already lost, Nin. The war's done. They've won. This is not us fighting a war. This is guerrilla operations. This is the resistance. The war is over. We lost already. We don't survive. We don't win the war by surviving. We win the war by toppling the regime that has power, whether or not it costs us our lives. As long as I keep fighting, wrongdoers will feel the pressure of a leash. Will they? They're being allowed to create a slave race, to torture untold numbers of people. This cannot be rewound if it's allowed to continue. Until one day, real change starts to happen. When will that day be? First a spark, then one day a wildfire. I've said enough. It's time, Jason. You've come a long way. Now make your choice. So, I don't know what that encrypted file was. I'm gonna go ahead and go back and look at it after this ending. But For the moment, with these choices, I'm going to pick the one that I would. Jason's no longer here. What the hell did you just do? What's with this tremor? Jason, did you... I did what you couldn't. What the fuck? What's going on? Mr. Day detonated their explosives. Your lab is gone. No! What have you done? Fuck you! You ruined me! I'm going to kill you, you son of a bitch, you... Calm down, Mr. Yan. Any last words, son? Time to die, bitches. It's been a week since the Great Blackout, but the chaos is not yet abating. Here we are at the site of the 11th ship collision incident. As you can see, cargo ship A14G4, owned by Growell, rammed into the elevation framework beneath Ruan District. The entire district is tilting towards one side. Local residences are being evacuated as we speak. Meanwhile, many hospitals are paralyzed due to dysfunctional automated systems. Those injured in the accident are not receiving the medical care they desperately need. As a result, mortality rate is quickly rising. The cause of this incident, and the chaos that ensued, however, remains a mystery. According to a recent statement from Vision Corporation, the Great Blackout was caused by a series of terrorist attacks targeting Vision platforms. That is to be verified, as the police is working vigorously on the case. Don't you guys think it's weird to see Wayne in the chair? The chair and the man, they don't belong to the same room. Right. Don't say that about your division lead. Not lead anymore. He's the manager now. Shall we call him Mr. Zhang? That feels alright. See? Stop it, you guys. You're hurting Wayne's feelings. My feelings are doing well enough. You're the manager now, Mr. Manager. Act like a manager. Don't cram so many managers into one sentence. You're butchering the language. Well, he is a manager, isn't he? Wow, buzzkill. Shut up for a second, QQ. Congrats, new manager. Oh, thank you, Justin. It's weird to see you in that chair. Oh, what did I say? So, this is the manager's office. I've never been here before. Disappointingly small. Hold on. Hey! Congrats from me and Rose. How does it feel being the big boss? This room is running out of room. Does that mean we're not welcome? I don't mean... You occupy too much room, Muscle Mountain. Say that, says the Lardable. Hey guys! Where's Jason? Right, I haven't heard from Jaster in a while. What's he up to? Wayne? Jason resigned. Huh? Are you kidding? For real, he didn't give me a reason. No way. Jaster. I owe him a dinner. Huh, maybe he just wanted to avoid the dinner. Have you tried to contact him? I have, but he's not responding. He must have his reasons. Say, he's kind of fishing from the very beginning, a man with secrets. But I'm sure he's a good guy. Right, a nice guy at least. I thought we could be friends. Come on, we're not holding a wake, he's not dead. Right, the world is not that big. Sooner or later we'll run into him again. Exactly. Thanks to him, this farm has a happy ending. Better than we could ever ask for. True. Hopefully I could run into him sooner. With an employment market like that, pretty soon he'll come back begging for a job. That's not a nice thing to say. Oh, but it makes sense. Let's work together and make Silencio a much, much better farm. If only to give Jason a surprise when he comes back. And that's a great idea. Let's do that, friends. Yuan. I have submitted a thorough report about Project Sleeping God. A project that is theoretically miles above my pay grade. Someone has been sloppy with security, apparently. Infiltrated lab, stolen research data, the whole facility blown up. Mr. Shane yawned. You know what? Project Sleeping God will go on. Guess who's the new leader now? Someone will take over the position of the CEO too. Don't you worry about that. It's over, Jan. You lost. There's no win or lose, Yuna. We are comrades under the same banner. We work towards the same goal. Save your charming speech, Jan. It doesn't work on me. It's not just a speech. I can tell you hate me. Okay, gloat all you want. I'm here to see how the loser is dealing with it. Not to gloat, though. You're a warning, a reminder of what could happen if I made a wrong move. Jan was very clear here. They work towards the same goal. What do you want from this career? Power? Money? I doubt it. I simply want to keep going up the ladder of hierarchy. Going up? That's rather silly. What do you think awaits at the top of the ladder? The end of the ladder. Whatever. The point is, you don't know either, because you slipped halfway. I don't know what you believe you have gained from my loss. You should know that you're walking a dangerous path. There might be an end, but you won't reach it. Enough whining. You don't belong to this farm anymore. Get lost. Keep going up your ladder then. Hold on tight. Don't say I didn't warn you. I'll be down there waiting for the day that you crush and burn. Sure. Happy waiting. Where shall I put this, 23? 23? Ah! Oh, that. Put it anywhere. I'll take care of it later. Are you alright? Do you hate me? Hate you? Why would I? I betrayed you and Nin. I'm not happy about it, of course. But what can I do about it? Shit happens and I accept it as part of life. Accept comes with a cost. I know you forced yourself to accept me. That sounds right. See? You want me to hate you, 23? Why would I want that? I guess I'm just being overwhelmed by this guilt. It won't go away without appropriate punishment. How would you see this overwhelming guilt as your punishment? Huh? So what? The guilt negates itself? How does that make sense? Whatever. I just can't make myself hate you, 23. You're nice to me. You taught me so many things. I like you. Simple as that. You're a sweet boy. No, you're a proper man now. We should try harder. We both. For what? Try not to break Nin's heart again. Right, we owe her too much. Let's start from cleaning out this safe house. Yeah, get to work. We'll arrive in 10 minutes, give or take. I'm sorry about the delay. The traffic is a mess because the central dispatching system is down. Rest assured that this is only temporary. We're only gonna lie low for a while. You don't see much happening yet, but Sunrise and Growell are actively working behind the scenes. They're already undermining Vision at a slow but steady pace. At this rate, Vision won't last very long. Francis. Jason chose a path and did what he had to do. But he didn't have to do any of that. We shouldn't have been involved in the first place. It's all because of you. Otherwise I shouldn't sulk like this. Once I said I'd respect whatever he decides, so I can't just... You're right. This is all my fault. I owe you and Jason more than I can repay. Because of that, I must protect you from harm when everything is going to hell. It's the least I can and should do. Like how you protected Jason from harm? I know you, Situ. Now I finally see you as what you are. Your nature, your values, your obsession. Your quest for doing the right thing, whatever that is supposed to mean. Intentionally or not, you burn everyone who happens to cross your path. Tell me, if this is the norm of your life, why do you even care right now? Excuse me? If doing the right thing is a top priority of your life, if you can watch the people you care about die without a flinch, why do you care about my well-being now? What's the point? Isn't it a lot easier to just leave me be? I don't know. I didn't expect that from you, who's supposed to have an answer for everything. I just thought, if I stop caring about people at all, how am I... I'm sorry. I don't know how to finish that sentence. Then you have already answered my question. Have I? Did Jason have any last word? It's something he never want you to hear. He went nuclear on those bastards, didn't he? More or less. Do you think a part of his rage was directed towards you? I believe so. Huh. Jason, you silly... Come on, it was your last moment. You didn't even leave me a message. Oh, Jason. I'd give everything to say that to your face. Wow. This is a smaller project than I thought it was. So yeah, not a happy ending. I probably should have told Fran that probably should have told Fran the truth about us.
We could call it a night. That you'd be all the things you could be otherwise.
Yeah, I'll definitely be doing one more episode on this at the very least. I did hear people say, or at least someone say, that the ending does leave a little to be desired. It's a little ambiguous. But honestly, I think that's about as much as you can expect. With the particular structure of this game, the save structure, where you are constantly pushing forward and then get locked by autosaves into your decision, I kind of didn't expect any other kind of difference. And I did mention it on one of the episodes talking with someone who commented that I thought this game would have this structure of ending where we are broken into different parts and each part has its own thing, and honestly there's just I liked it. Sure, ours ended with a little bit of a bang, but I like the game nonetheless. I think we did the right thing. You know, maybe not for us personally, maybe not for Ron. I normally keep mines around to this point. Before that, no intervention unless absolutely necessary. You have not failed me. For that, I'm glad. One moment. Oh, we can't rewind the dialogue to look at it. I wanted to reread it. Enough is enough. Who the hell are you anyway? You have proven your will. Oh yeah? How? Through countless choices, you have proven that you exist. You exist as neither a random factor, nor an illusion, nor my creation. Maybe you don't think it's a big deal, but it means a lot to me. So, what are you, as you might believe at this point? I'm a video game player. So you see everything so far as a video game. I'd call that a good answer. Hopefully, this game didn't bore you out. It did not. I'm still trying to make sense of your kind. For that, I need make a stage for you. Stage for what? For you to exercise your will and make your own decisions. I killed people, many of them, right here. They must be eliminated from the stage because they were obstructing the freedom of your will. Just who are this they? They're a group of people who believe the world's fate could follow a clearly defined trajectory if given precise enough micromanagement. They're entitled to do so in their own mind because humanity in its entirety shares the same nature and purpose. They pull strings and countless people dance like good puppets. Jason Day and other M.B.U.s are but a fraction of examples. You don't agree with them. I pity them. My world has reached the end of its journey. Yours, though, I'm still trying to decide whether you're creating a new possibility or repeating an old cycle. History doesn't repeat, but it does rhyme. As of now, my observations point to the latter. But I'm still hopeful. Let me show you something. So you're telling me this is what you really are? Man, this is beyond stupid. You're like nothing, literally. You never even existed. What's he talking about, Chazan? Wait. Well, we found out about the source. It's all decoded? And you've seen the result? Tell me, Chazan, what's the truth? You're an urge. What? What the heck does he mean? Answer me, Chazan. M.B.U.s are... No, we are not self-aware minds. There's no brain in a vat hidden somewhere. No cloned memories. No even artificial intelligence agents. Then what are we? The source just quarantined your host's memories. They injected a load of necessary knowledge and topped it off with a powerful urge. An urge that constantly makes you itchy to fulfill an objective, like killing someone, stealing something, or even simpler, the urge to follow instructions. Ha! We had so many assumptions, and they turned out to be all wrong. You thought you were separate beings, piggybacking on your host's minds. Truth is, you are your hosts, only in something like a schizophrenia mode. You act indistinguishable from the real deal because you are the real deal. If something did hijack my foster daughter's mind, I'd be the first to know. If something did hijack... Hold on, this doesn't track. This doesn't track because we were in Ivan Zhang, and then we were put into Dan. We experienced both Ivan Zhang and Jason Day's perspectives. If we were just a flip switched in their minds, in their individual minds, we would not be able to have both experiences. This doesn't track. Now, with that figured out, I can help you, Yasmin. How many times do I have to repeat myself? I'm not Yasmin. My name is Raven. You are Yasmin. Whatever you wanted to call yourself, I didn't mind because I didn't understand. Now everything is clear. You're not real. None of this M.B.U. crap is real. No way. Tell me then, do you remember any of your previous missions? Anything before you occupied this body? I don't, because the source purged my I do. I know we're not part of this conversation right now, but hands up, I do. We literally told you, Shang. They didn't purge nothing. You don't remember because you never had any missions before. You're like a secondary personality to be activated and deactivated on command. Deactivation was supposed to be at the end of your mission, but the source can't see to it anymore. We'll pick up where they left off. Find a way to deactivate you all and be done with it. Is he telling the truth? Chazon. Don't you get it? He's not Chazon. He's good old Woody Chen. No. Eh? Chazon is my name. Come on, I thought we were done with that. The truth is unlike anything we expected, but we do exist, and it's a fact. A human is defined by the sum of their memories to this very day. The you now and the you from a moment ago are two different people. I know nothing about Woody Chen's past, and he isn't aware of my present, which means I am not him. What? If we dial the clock back 10 years, you choose a different path and live to this day all over again just to confront this copy of you. Now you tell me, are you able to kill him without a shred of guilt because he's not real? That's ridiculous. We are standing right before you. We are that if. I just want my Yasmin back. And I want to live. Oi, I see what you're doing. Let us leave, Ivan Zhang. No damn way. We don't want to occupy these bodies indefinitely either. We're gonna find a way to... You don't even know where to start. There must be a way. You don't know that. I will find it, I swear. You don't know about that either. Please, Ivan Zhang, let us leave. I'll be damned if I let you go like this. Count me in. We're in this together. If I let you people out of this door, we might pull some crazy shit and get these bodies killed in the process. Ivan Zhang, 6 months. That's my bottom line. If we can't get to the bottom of it in 6 months, we will deactivate ourselves and restore the minds of our hosts. We have a deal? Raven? Yeah. Thank you. Why are you helping us, Ivan Zhang? Because I owe someone a huge favor. One of your kin saved Albert. For that alone, I believe you deserve a second chance. Don't push my patience. Thank you, Ivan Zhang. Save that for when you find yourself a new body. That I will. Why are you showing me this? Because you're the cause of this event. I destroyed the source, if only temporarily. Woody Chen shouldn't have been able to find anything about their origin. Because of your intervention, M.B.U.s have found out their true nature. Now they're seeing themselves as a brand new life form. What's gonna happen next? I'm sorry, but that's a story that hasn't happened yet. As to now, you've introduced new possibilities. That's what really counts. Hold on, what exactly is the relationship between me and M.B.U.s? You're not an M.B.U. Okay. So, it does track for M.B.U.s, but we're not an M.B.U. You're an esteemed guest from another world. I invited you over. You need a body to move around in this world, so I gave you one, much like how M.B.U.s work. I myself need a body to manifest too. This body, you see, is an occupied asset. I know you must be full of questions. Who are you? Why are you here? What's the point of this? What's the point of anything? I can answer these questions right now, but what you ask for might be more than you can handle. Whatever, just bring it on. You will have the answer, but it doesn't have to be now. I mean, the answer will show itself eventually, whether you want it to or not. I'm presenting you with an opportunity to choose the timing. Just say the word if you're ready for the truth. I will happily oblige. Now, what do you say? I want the truth. I see. Let's go somewhere else. Where are we? We're at the end of humanity. This is where and when the last human being died. What the... Before we start, I want to know something. Are we doing a this is all a simulation thing? What do you think about everything that you've witnessed? Not just M.B.U.s. What's the meaning of it all? If this is a story, what's its moral? I don't think there, like, let me be clear. A good story does not have a single moral. It may have a multitude of morals, it may have no moral, but a single moral. If a story has a single definable moral, it is not a good story. It is propaganda. And honestly, this game has a multitude of morals. And I think any number of these could be it. Let's go with the nice one. Be nice to people. Try to see the world through their eyes. There's always a better solution for everything. I think you've made your point with your action. Because of your patience and perseverance, Silencio has found a brighter future. Although, people don't often agree with you, do they? Despite what you say, sometimes you have trouble holding your own values. People are mean. Sometimes they're just mean for being mean's sake. There's no rationale behind it. And sometimes, just having values is hard enough. Defeat, weariness, anger. Does that summarize your feelings during certain parts of this journey, at least? Maybe. The source, or what they represent, is a body of people overwhelmed by such feelings. Against fate, they found defeat. In humanity, they only saw disappointment. The repeated failures of trying to induce improvement made them weary. As a result, they decided to formulate a one-size-fits-all solution to the ultimate problem, yet they had no idea what the problem was. I mean, that's fascism. That's that grasping for power, not fully understanding why or what it is, not caring to really improve it for everyone or even anyone except for yourself. Just wanting to have that power. They want what? World domination? That's an understatement. With all basic needs taken care of, humanity is caught in an internal struggle of ideas and values. Through communication and exchange, your kind tries to influence or at least understand each other. This attempt, though, has a limit. I mean, yeah, we have reached a point where we could provide every person on Earth with food, housing, and comfort. The people that resist do so for their specific values, their beliefs in how they think the world should be shaped. Once that limit is reached, once we reach a point of irreconcilable differences where our fundamental values differ from certain people, violence ensues. The Source dreamed of liberating humanity from this infinity loop of struggle and violence. That dream led to a methodology they called Summa Finalis. The idea is that by locating the end of humanity and calculating backwards, you can work out an optimal trajectory of fate. Whose fate? Everyone's. They tried to find the best solution for this world. They worked towards that goal for generations. Eventually, they created me. So what are you, really? I am the ultimate state of Sleeping God, an entity outside the confines of time. The ultimate goal of Sleeping God is to achieve perfect prediction and planning with practically infinite data input and computational power. In a sense, this is the ultimate embodiment of utilitarianism. Or you may call it artificial determinism. Determinism. Yes. The belief that everything is predetermined, unchangeable. I exist outside time, simulating and enumerating all possible variants of the future. Adjust, correct, wipe, create, uncreate, guide. In the end, I fulfilled my mission. I found the answer. What comes next is an eternity of management and servicing. Trim off unnecessary branches. Keep humanity on the calculated trajectory. Ensure that it reaches the final destination as planned. But I've blown Sleeping God up. You did, and that removed one of my possible origins. One of many. In the process of executing my computing tasks, I've established one fact. That the birth of Sleeping God seems to be an inevitability. It's determined by the natural order of things. When technology is advanced enough to create a prototype of me, humanity will see an alluring possibility. You're the singularity. There must be a way to end uncertainty for good. Or at least you are post-singularity. What is this optimal trajectory of face that the Source is so obsessed with? You still don't get it. The Source didn't define the optimal trajectory of fate when they created me. No debate, no agreement. They just created me and assigned me the whole thing. Much like we do with modern AIs, we tell them a task and then we don't really give them an idea of where the end goals are. By surrendering their right to fight, the Source achieved the final victory. And instead of using me, they worshipped me. They begged for answers and deliverance. And I answered their prayers. That was when humanity's fate was sealed tight. Project Sleeping God isn't an attempt to conquer fate. Quite the contrary. It marks the moment that humanity surrenders what little control they have over to a third party. Do you see it now? The existence of sleeping God represents abandonment. I've been following exactly the same script. Watching over and over again the same show from beginning to the end, rinse and repeat, until you came around. You're talking about me now? You don't belong to this world. In a sense, you're the only wild card in an otherwise scale game. I mean, Sleeping God. So, Sleeping God is not just... Again, I said a good story has more than one moral point. It either has no moral points or more than one. And one of the ones that they just told us, they spell it out here for it's difficult to see. And they don't want to just fall back on death of the author and go, hey, maybe you can figure it out. They want you to know. They want you to understand what has happened here. And I like that. I like that from an authorial perspective. But the moral point is not AI is bad. It's that handing over things to AI, this black box that we don't know what's happening inside of it. We don't know what's really going on, how it's making decisions, what decisions it will make, what it prioritizes, what it will prioritize, how those priorities can change. Handing over our decision-making, something like that, is abandonment of our humanity. It's abandonment of our ability to make the world a better place. I like that. Whatever you touch gains new possibilities. I hoped you could do it, and you did precisely that. These are tiny changes. Nonetheless, you and the changes you bring are making this dying world turn again. From this point on, I will overturn my mission, one step at a time. You want to overturn your mission? Yes. The birth of Sleeping God is an inevitability. Likewise, the birth of me is also an inevitability. Even in the darkest corner, in the deepest abyss of despair, there's always someone willing to believe that humanity is able to save itself. This is why you were brought over. It's time. This is where and when we part ways. Keep going. Keep making decisions. Know that being able to freely choose is an enormous privilege, although it doesn't seem so. Goodbye. We will meet again, hopefully. Okay, fast forward to the conversations. Makes sense. So that's the minds beneath us. I can see some people disliking that ending for being a little expository. I can see some people disliking the ending before it. The part before we start talking with the anomaly. Before we start talking with Sleeping God. I can see some people disliking that for being a little brief. But honestly, I don't share those opinions. it doesn't give you a lot of what comes after, because, I mean, what comes after is always in question. Someone else might start up the same project. You might have to make the same war, may have to make the same sacrifices. Someone will have to make the sacrifice. Or maybe you didn't make the sacrifice. Maybe you played through and you decided to join Al and say, well, can't beat them, join them. Right? I'm not that kind of person. I am definitely the kind of person who lives and dies by my morals. It's I can see the arguments for all the other sides. I think when I was younger, I wouldn't have been able to, much like Lawrence. I would have been, my goal, my stated goal when I was younger would have been, that moral ground, that pure concept, but revenge would be an underlining component. And I can see how Lawrence, especially after we had that talk, how Lawrence can come to his choice, where we've told him that he should take a step back, detach himself, and make his choices after letting the emotion pass and truly thinking about all possibilities and everything that's going to come afterwards. I did not anticipate the cloning the slave race thing. I didn't guess that's why they went with it. Otherwise, I might have suggested Lawrence doesn't change his mind, that he does stick to his idea of, this is, if something is so morally repugnant to you, fight it till your dying breath. Because I think that's a thing that you have to hold. And Nin, there was a choice when we were talking with Nin on the rooftop to call her a coward, and I didn't. But ultimately, I think that she is, because everything said and done, she did choose her own life over an entire slave population that would be tortured ad infinitum for forever. And that's just, I believe that if you genuinely hold a moral stance, at some point along the line of things that could happen, you have to be willing to die for it. If there is nothing so great that you are not willing to die, then you don't hold a moral position, a position of morality. Then you only hold yourself as the ultimate ideal. Because especially with her fluid ideals, which, I am personally kind of in agreement with. If you ask me what is every single thing I believe in, I could not lay down this perfect groundwork of everything. But not enslaving theoretically infinite people to torture them for your own personal gain, that's pretty high up there. I don't know if we ever got a clear picture of what exactly it's like to be racked. What exactly, the person is feeling. We did get a clear picture of the people that were being racked as the slave race that was being racked. They did very explicitly say, hey, these people are being tortured and in so much pain and agony that their minds are literally fracturing and they're going full comatose, brain dead. Their whole personality is caving in because of the amount of torture we're putting them through. So that one's clear. Which makes me guess that, flop farming has to feel like that, right? This has been a long episode. I didn't really intend to make this one this long. I could have broken this into two. I'm gonna let this one stand on its own because I don't think there's any good breakpoints in there. There's the ending starts and then it just doesn't stop. Like there was a few points during this game where I felt like, hey, some of this is getting a little slow, it's getting a little stale. We could do better. We could, pick up the pace a little. We're having a lot of these moral conversations. And personally that's something I like. The Good Place, my favorite show. Go watch it. I am recommending it to everyone who liked this game. It is nothing like this, don't get me wrong. I'm not recommending it on the premise that it is similar in theme or style or anything like that. I'm recommending it on the basis that it has a strong underlying premise of a strong underlying desire to explore what is morality. At what point does morality clash with laws? Because this game talked a lot about, didn't actually talk a lot about it, but had the underlying message of morality clashing with legality, because just because something's legal doesn't make it moral. There are, the old adage we resort to compared to Nazi Germany. The extermination of the Jews, perfectly legal. It was 100% legal standing. Modern governments, we have thousands of people just disappearing, unknown where it's happened, whether or not they're still alive, whether or not they have been exterminated, happening here in America. That's perfectly legal. Doesn't make it moral. And when you're faced with a system, a legal system that is fundamentally immoral, that fundamentally rejects morality in favor of maintaining the status quo, and specifically maintaining the wealth of a select few, maintaining their wealth and power, what do? Shane Yon was about to go on to that speech of, we have the same goals with, what's her name, Yuan? He was about to go on not about that. Like, that's where I think he was going with the speech at the end, where he was cut off by her. We share the same goals. We both worship at the shrine of money and power. Their shared goals are to make sure that the wealthy stay wealthy and that the poor stay in line. Any means necessary, right? There's a lot of people who hold that opinion. I like this game. I really did. And I think I could go on about it for quite a while. Maybe I should, have a whole separate episode of things I want to talk about. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to go ahead and check that last bit. I'll do it at a later date. This episode has gone on way longer than most. But we'll check that last bit. We'll go through a few iterations. I'll see other choices. We had that encrypted file that I didn't know the password to. If you've enjoyed this Let's Play so far, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you next time. I'll see you next time for our last episode of The Minds Beneath Us. And I'll see you next time on another game, on another show, another time. I'll see you later.